Hey yo, intro check, let's go.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got this style for me. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut.
Hey, what's up? If you like this video, you know what to do. Go ahead and slash that like button. And also, please, if you like what I do and the content I produce and you want to get down with the family, you know what to do. Annihilate that subscribe button. Also, hit that post notification bell. And while you're at it, leave me comments down below. And oh yeah, by the way, welcome back. My name is Mark. Let's go. Hey yo, Kao Denero, you're up next on the docket. But before we jump into this reaction, huge shout out to... So we're here to see if Kao Denero's Welcome to Africa, if this track is going to be a bop or if it's going to be a flop. But we already know how Kao Denero gets down. He's not even affiliated with the term flop. So we just going to dive straight into this because I know this is about to be a bop. So let's check it out. Let's go.
Raise the voices, keep on singing to the drums. The drums of
okay.
Africa.
Okay, so I want to pause it real quickly. 13 seconds in, I'm already blown away. I love the introduction to this track because it was very welcoming and with open arms. Like there was like a sense of warmthness that was on there. Like this song is called Welcome to Africa, but I felt like I was being welcomed into like a culture, into a people, into an experience. And that's what you want to get when you not only from music, but just from just an artist in general, like for them to give like their transparency, and I already feel that coming in, and it's 13 seconds in, which I love. So let's jump back into this.
Raise the voices, keep on singing to the drums of Africa, Africa.
Ooh, I love how traditional this sounds.
You're all welcome. To the place where I'm from.
Africa, Africa.
Hey.
You're all welcome.
Africa, Africa.
To the place where I'm from.
Yeah. So much sufferation, frustration, agitation due to amputation. Less education, little kids carrying ammunition. Stress derived from colonial occupation. Political selfishness all around to stuff the nations. Diamonds, sour gold, shipped away by tough Caucasians. Where I'm from, just a mile away.
Bars on bars on bars on bars. Okay, this is what I'm starting to love and what I'm starting to see with Kao Denero. Kao Denero is such like a philosopher. He's a teacher. Whenever I listen to him, I feel like I really definitely need to pay attention because I know I'm about to be educated. This brother is so intelligent in the way and so intellectual in the way that he approaches his tracks. Like you always got to make sure you pay attention because there's always some type of lesson or there's always some type of point that he's trying to make and try to get you as the listener to capture. And I love how he's speaking about the history of Africa with colonialism and just like the riches and jewels that were there and how that's where the European forces came in to infiltrate not only just from slavery but just to try to conquer and take over just in general. And I love that he's pointing that out because a lot of people try to sit there and try to mitigate this factor that like Africa is like they try to cast it off, but it's like you need to wake up and not forget that Africa is where human life formed and where everybody comes from. So let's not get it twisted and let's not mistake that. And Africa is home to kings and queens and princes and princesses. Like Africa is very royal and rich and regal in history, and I feel like people tend to try to forget that. And I love that he's putting that on full display and like letting it be known. Like you're going to appreciate that factor of where I come from, and I love that he holds that near and dear to his heart. Let's get back into this.
colonial occupation. Political selfishness all around to stock the nations. Diamonds, sour gold, shipped away by tough Caucasians. Where I'm from, just a mile away, you can talk to Satan. The mass population stuck in poverty, forsaken. The whole motherland shaken. Riches and sin for the taking, no food for the nation. Suggest we build a good federation. I bring the hood information about where I'm from, where niggas ain't scared of confrontation. Africa,
come on,
to
talk,
this day we ain't win. The first world countries, my friend, we ain't in. Only place to see us in is news time on CNN. So I'm crying disgrace with kids with fly in their face. Though I try and embrace, my question is why is this place so full of misery? From the days of slavery, I come there full as easily. Now my people is dying of AIDS just like Easy E. Plenty things I ain't even announced yet. So many niggas from where I'm from.
Oh, and I like that he made that comparison too, because it actually makes that experience more tangible, especially for people who are basically outside of Africa, especially for people like me who are from the States and US listeners, like to make that tangible, because and also that you're pointing to another black man who's African American within America, still black, but just from the different culture of being in America from the slave trade, but you're equating how he passed away from AIDS, and then you're also talking about, which is a pandemic within itself within the African American community here, and just back then it was too within the African American and Latino American community. But now you're equating how the pandemic has shaped and affected Africa too, the continent of Africa, and I love that he pointed that out, but just made that correlation and just made it more tangible for people around the globe, and just at least even people from the States when they listen to be like, oh yo, like yeah, like that is an issue, because it makes it more tangible, because you're basically equating it to something that basically that demographic and that crowd of people can relate to, if that makes sense. Let's get back into this.
Days of slavery, I come there full as easily. Now my people is dying of AIDS just like Easy E. Plenty things I ain't even announced yet. So many niggas from where I'm from, you send back like a bounce check, you cruise waste. Back home for do is basic, then do you hatred. Take all you possess and leave you naked. This just story start explained by the place where I'm from, where the sun shines forever. It's called Africa, son.
You're all welcome.
Hey, I love that.
Africa,
To the place where I'm from.
Africa,
You're all welcome.
Africa,
To the place where I'm from.
Africa, yeah. Where I'm from, kids younger 7 is busting, so take heavy precautions before you get sent to heaven with cuffing. The pastor's sinner, the blast you're a winner. Everybody's starving, no time for like breakfast or dinner. The future is stacked, they split you apart because of the shit you attack. Black magic man, leave your lane flat. The president's enslaved, evil elements remain. There's no hiding, embezzlements is plain. Leave the residents in shame.
Come on.
From right next to Liberia, where the white next to Superior. Shoot more, fight less, man, inferior. Similar to the movie shots. I'm from the place you joke about, laugh about, and call us booty scratchers. But like Jones, I'm a goofy smacker, black Leo Mafia.
Come on, like that is facts. I've heard that so many times in like basically in grammar school, like elementary school and everything, even in high school, where people are saying that the booty scratcher, like, and he's, like I said, with him, he's such a poet, such a philosopher, such a teacher. He just knows how to make lyrics tangible and relatable for everybody to basically know, and to be like, yo, like that's real shit, like that's real life, excuse my language, but that's like real life things that people go through, and you can't help but to respect the brother for that. Like when a person is tangible, they make themselves vulnerable, and they show their flesh, like they bare their soul, and you can't help but to respect them as an artist and a man or a woman, because they just like, they're being real, they're being themselves. Let's jump back into it.
To the movie shotters, I'm from the place you joke about, laugh about, and call us booty scratchers. But like Jim Jones, I'm a goofy smacker, black Leo Mafia. All about the green paper, my crew be after. Where I'm from, the roads is not paved, the courts are not made. Everybody's suffering, but yeah, devote to a trade. I'm from the motherland, it's not a shame. The same place you get the stones, the light you chain. Despite the fame, I like the game. And I'm so dope on the microphone like white cocaine. You claim we talk funny from Africa, better.
He said, I'm so dope on the mic like white on cocaine. Did he say like white on cocaine? I gotta rewind that. That was dope. That was a bar. I gotta take that
like
back.
White cocaine. You claim we talk funny from Africa. Better than Lames, what?
You're all welcome.
Yeah,
I thought I took
I'm
it
from the
back.
motherland, it's not a shame. The same place you get them stones to light your chain. Despite the fame, I like the game. And I'm so dope on the microphone like white cocaine. You claim to talk funny from Africa. Better than
Okay, so he said I'm so dope on the mic like white cocaine. That was a bar. I like that. And it actually gave you a visualization. Incredible. And then on top of that, it's a double entendre. Like, let's go. Like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? Kao is that dude. He is such a king in a bar.
I like the game, and I'm so dope on the microphone like white cocaine. You claim we talk funny from Africa. Better than a lot of niggas. You like a bill on the mic, you suck money. Stuff funny. Before we blast your frame, we ask no names. Just pull out the thing and blast you lames. What?
Hey, come on.
Yeah, you all welcome, man. You know what I'm saying? Sierra Leone, I represent to my bones, man. Word up. 3 times most wanted. Kao Denero, 2006. Shout out to all my peoples out there, man. All my peoples out there in Ghana. You know what I mean? In Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Senegal, Guinea. You know what I mean? All around. Tanzania. Yeah. Kao Denero rapping this for life.
Come on, Kao. Snap.
You all welcome.
That was dope. That was a body. A whole body. Not a half a body. Like a whole body. That was definitely a bop. A bop. He killed that. So let's quickly talk about Kao Denero with Welcome to Africa. I'm not going to rate this because I thought it was absolutely amazing. He bodied this. The history lesson that he gave on here was absolutely immaculate and perfect. Like, that was like a flawless victory. Think of like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. He didn't even get touched on this track. I loved everything about it. I loved his poetic flow. I loved the form, like everything, especially because he had this like commanding, like leader, like general type presence. Like he just like commanded that whole track and basically commanded your attention. Like, yo, listen, I'm about to speak real life issues and real life facts, and you cannot refute these facts. Like I loved how confident he was. I loved his bars. I loved the double entendres. I loved everything about it, the attitude, the flow, like he was just dedicated to this track, and there's no more track left. He annihilated that, no hands down, and he ate. No fork, no spoon, no knife, bare hands, just ate. No crumbs left, gone, vacant, like everything was gone. I loved everything about that track. I have nothing negative to say, and I would probably say that this, and I want to say, no, I would probably say this is probably one of my favorite tracks because I love that it was like an introduction to Africa and where he comes from, and also because it made me learn more about him as an individual. He was very transparent on this track, and I love when artists do that. I love when they give you an inside look as to who they are. It was like he was bearing his soul, and I love that he was repping where he comes from, and he actually loves where he comes from, because a lot of things like in mainstream and Eurocentric society, they try to get you to not like where you come from, and that's just kind of like facts. And it's like a lot of people try to disown a lot of that, but I love that he doesn't disown that. He's very comfortable and content in what he and where he comes from, who he is as a man, and not only as an African man, but just a black man in general. And he represents black people and black men and African men in general great. And I love his presence, and that's why I'm going to continue to stand him, because he's an absolutely phenomenal and amazing artist. He's like the black Aristotle, Socrates when he attacks these tracks, and especially when he gets in his bag and talks like this. I thought he did a phenomenal job, and I have nothing negative to say about it. So with that being said, my verdict is this was a whole bop. So let me know what you thought of Kao Denero. Well, Welcome to Africa in the comments below. And with that being said, please remember to be safe out there. Remember to stay awesome, be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces. Peace.